What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and it's divisional week in the NFL. And this week, I like to call the week of rematches because not only is it divisional week, but every game this week that's being played, this weekend is being played, it's a rematch from any point in the season. And obviously, the one that everyone's talking about the most is, in fact, the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers. Do the Green Bay Packers have enough to upset the hot rookie duo of Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott? So let's break it down and let's find out what I think, shall we? So let's start off with the Steelers and Kansas City. Who do I see coming away with this win? Now, it's earlier in the season. Obviously, they won. I believe it was like 42-14 or something like that. They got dominated, but they got dominated after the Steelers got dominated by the Eagles 34-3. So keep that in mind. So I'm thinking, I think Big Ben threw like 5 touchdowns in that game. He was fired up after that loss against the Eagles. So, but that was in Pittsburgh. This is in Arrowhead, and it's very difficult to win in Arrowhead, just like it's very difficult to win in Foxborough. But if it's really that difficult, why did the Eagles win last year? Know what I'm saying? Are they gonna win the game though? Are they gonna win the game though? Are they gonna win the game? Steelers or the Chiefs? Steelers or Chiefs? Steelers or Chiefs? I'm gonna have to roll with the Steelers. Why? Because Andy Reid is a coach, and Andy Reid he's always in that big game scenario, but he can never get the job done. Case in point, we know all too well, don't we, Eagles fans, of how Andy Reid every year we would get to the playoffs and we win the game, and then when it was time for us to win the game, make the play, do the thing to get us to the Super Bowl, we can never get it done. So I'm going with Big Ben and the Steelers to win this game. I can't give you a score because I think, with the killer bees, as we like to call them, Ben, Bell, and Brown, they're going to put up some points. So maybe it's not going to be a blowout. Maybe I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of 35-21. 35-21. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm going with this. I think it'll be interesting, but that's what I'm going with. All right. So next we've got Seattle taking on the Falcons. Seattle cheated their victory in this one because Richard Sherman did a pass interference on Julio Jones, but for whatever reason it was not called. I see the Falcons getting revenge in this game and they winning. Look, last week against the Lions, everyone knew the Lions were going to lose, so it wasn't really much of a matchup for Detroit. For the Seahawks. This game will be much different, but despite that, their offensive line is not strong. Their defense is banged up. I see the Falcons winning this game, and I can easily see them putting up maybe 35, 42 points on them, and it's very difficult to do that against Seattle. And plus, this game is on the road for Seattle, and if a team like Seattle can lose to a team like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though they were held scoreless, I think from the second quarter on, or the first quarter, even though they were held scoreless, I believe that Seattle does not play well at home, on the road as they do at home. So I'm looking for the Falcons to win this game. So I'm going to go 35-28. 35-28. I believe they're going to win this game, and we're going to see the Falcons in the NFC Championship game. Finally, we've got we've got New England taking on Houston. Obviously, everyone's thinking, they're not even thinking about this. Obviously, it's going to be New England. But then again, you got to remember, Brock Osweiler does hold a victory over Tom Brady, although it was in Denver, and it's when Brock Osweiler was on the Broncos. But, this is a different team, and while the Texans do have the number one defense, Tom Brady is very good against number one defenses. He dominates them as if they're nothing. So I'm obviously going to go with the Patriots. I'm looking at probably 42-7. I'm sorry, but unless the Texans really show up, unless Brock Osweiler plays as well as he did last week, I don't see this being much of a game. And then finally, the matchup that everyone's looking forward to, the one that everyone's going to see. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers. Does Aaron Rodgers get his revenge against Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott? Can Aaron Rodgers do what the Dallas Cowboys did to him in Green Bay, Wisconsin, at Lambeau Field? Can Aaron Rodgers do that? And it's really going to depend on him, not anybody else. I know Jordy Nelson's going to be banged up whether he plays or not, but the other receivers stepped up last week. If they step up again this week, and if Aaron Rodgers continues to play on this level that he's playing in, I believe he outplays Dak Prescott, and I believe the Cowboys still try to save it by putting in Tony Romo. But by that time they figure out to do that, it's going to be too late. Because Dak's ego is going to say, no, I got this. I can handle this. They're going to say, nah, bro, we trying to win a Super Bowl. So they're going to try and put in Tony Romo, and they're going to fight it. Maybe Tony will be like, nah, if he says he's got this, he's got this. But that will be their downfall. Zeke will be fine because Zeke ain't got no pressure. But Dak is a rookie quarterback, and rookie quarterbacks do not make it in the playoffs. And that is a fact. It happened to Ben Roethlisberger. It happened to Joe Flacco, and it's going to happen to Dak Prescott. I'm predicting that the Cowboys will lose this game. It'll be close, though. And here's the thing, though, right? The Dallas Cowboys defense is underrated, as much as I hate to admit that. They can stop people. Now, then again, the Giants' defense is better than their defense, and look what Aaron Rodgers did to them. Because that defense shut down not only Dak, but Zeke, too. So that's how much better of a defense they are. And like I said, with a team with Sterling Shepard, Odell Beckham Jr., and Sterling Shepard and Victor Cruz, you would think that they'd be able to put up some points on the board, but they can't for whatever strange reason. So, can Aaron Rodgers do to the Cowboys defense what he did to the Giants defense? And I think he can. I think it'll be close. I don't think they'll be scoring. The weakness of the Cowboys is their defense. Let's not get it twisted. And everyone keeps saying, oh, the Dallas offensive line. That's the same offensive line they've had for the past couple of years. All of a sudden, they're just this good. I think it's because of Dak and Zeke. But I think next year, they won't be 13-3. So let's get that straight right now. Will they be 12-4, 11-5? Probably that. But they won't be 13-3 or 14-2 or 16-0 or 15-1. They darn sure won't be that next year. I can tell you that right now. But I'm going with the Green Bay Packers to win this game. I'm going to go with a score of 21-17. That's right. I think Aaron Rodgers pulls out one of his incredible Hail Marys. He pulls it off once again. And Aaron Rodgers in the championship game against Atlanta to see who goes off to the Super Bowl in another rematch from earlier in the year. And I think Aaron Rodgers is saying, hey, I believe we can run the table. And interesting enough, before I close out this video, I was watching First Take today, and there were two topics that I want to talk to you about real quick. The first topic was Max Kellerman saying that if the Cowboys don't win a playoff game, that their season was not a success. And Will Kane disagreed with that. And normally, I would assume that most of Cowboy fans would agree. Like, what do you mean? We're 13-3. What do you mean this wasn't a successful season? We went from 4-2 to 13-3. That ain't no accident. And you're right, it's not. But it's a successful season. And when Michael Irvin came on, one of your own, Michael Irvin, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, he agreed with Max and said, yeah, I think if they don't win a playoff game, because it's all about the rings. And if you don't get that playoff win, it's not going to be for nothing. Because Dallas Cowboys, let's remember, they don't win playoff games. They haven't done it in the last 20 years. And the fact that we're talking about the rematch from 2 years ago of it was a catch, was it a catch, I think will come back to once again haunt the Cowboys. I think Dez and Dak will be the downfall of the team tomorrow on Sunday. Zeke will be Zeke. But there's that. So I think if they don't win, I don't think it'll be a successful season. Did they turn it around? Absolutely. Was this a great season for y'all? Yeah, it was a great season. But if you don't win that playoff game, if you don't continue to build that momentum, what was the point? Like, for every year that we went to the NFC Championship game, that wasn't a successful year because we always lost an NFC Championship. No. Once we pushed through and we got to the Super Bowl, but then we lost, even still, you couldn't say it was a successful year, but at least saying, well, at least we got to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And then the second thing, what was the second thing? Oh, yeah, the second topic they talked about was whether or not, what would be the best Super Bowl matchup. I said personally, it would be the Packers, number 12 Aaron Rodgers taking on the Patriots, number 12 Tom Brady. I think that would be a great Super Bowl matchup. But I could see what everyone's talking about with this one, especially with Will Kane and the Cowboy fans, when they say it's Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New England Patriots and the Tom Brady, because it's a story. And the story is Tom Brady was suspended for the 4 games. Everyone thought that they weren't going to do anything this year, and Tom Brady came back and they went 14-2, and now they're back in the Super Bowl, and now he's trying to shove it into the NFL's face. And then obviously Dak Prescott trying to become the first rookie ever to make history and win a Super Bowl. How that would be one of the highest, most watched Super Bowls in NFL history, with Dallas Cowboys being quote unquote America's team. But I think we're not going to get that Super Bowl because we're going to be getting Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on the New England Patriots in that game, in that Super Bowl, and it'll be a fun Super Bowl. Don't pretend like it won't be a good Super Bowl. But all those Cowboy fans will be sitting at home. It's funny too because Dez, when he was at Philly and we were chanting Dallas sucks, he was like, "Oh, it's okay, y'all gonna be watching this at home. Don't worry, Dez, you'll be watching the Super Bowl at home with us." Just like every year. How about them Cowboys? And with that being said, that is it for this video. And if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out. This has been, I think, a pretty good week. I know I brought back the Monday Night Raw review. I brought back the SmackDown Live review. I'll be doing more WWE videos as more things come. But until next time, peace out. And as always, fly, Eagles, fly, and Cowboys suck.